Thank you so much, Karen. And I want to start by thanking the IFSO for giving me this opportunity to share my experience and learning as a parent with all of you today. I want to welcome all the parents, the subject experts, and health professionals, academia. My name is Salman Shaban. I'm currently based in Doha, Qatar for the past 15 years. I moved here from Toronto, Canada, and I'm going to begin with this photo. This photo is a special photo that resonates with me from my recent travel to Cambridge, UK. And the reason I chose this photo is because it's a nice representation of our journey, my family's journey with my daughter Soha. Um, where we continue to learn and figure out every single day how to move forward for her best belonging and capacity. So I'm a proud father of two children with special needs. My daughter, Soha, she is 15 years old this year, and she was diagnosed with Prader-Willi syndrome at birth. And my son, Sahil, he is 11 years old, soon to be 12, and he is diagnosed with autism. Um, for us, we define success completely differently for our children. For us, success is happiness for them, where they can be happy, comfortable, and they can make the most of their daily routines. I want to build up on all the valuable and practical tips provided by the experts and parents who spoke today on the supportive school setting. Like many of us, me and my wife never planned to become an expert in advocacy roles at schools, hospitals, but my daughter, Soha, who is now 15 years old, uh, and my son Sahil, they changed that for us. Soha and Sahil have been the real life teachers for us. Both taught me different parenting strategies that helps them in their daily school life as well as their different social settings. I personally strongly believe that success for our children is where you continue figuring out what works for them and what makes them more confident and more purposeful. So I don't want to repeat those recommended school practices again here because they have been covered quite nicely. However, I want to touch up on more on the alternative settings that has really worked for me as a parent and my involvement in the school. As you can see, my daughter goes to an ALN division of a mainstream school, and she recently graduated with the ASDAN program. It's an alternative schooling program that is offered to children with special needs and other disabilities who do not necessarily thrive in a typical curriculum, and that's fine. And for that, she got enrolled into the ASDAN program. She recently graduated with the bronze certification, which is equivalent for her curriculum grade in ALN. And now she is going to strive for the next one, which is the silver certification. It's about maximum vocational exposure for her. They understand her needs, individual needs, they understand her diagnosis, and then they prepare and craft the program based on her possibilities. So I would highly recommend everyone to look into that. You can see in the photos, she loves to participate in cultural shows, spelling bees competitions. So she has made the most of her school journey. For the last 10 years, she has been at the same school and she knows everybody there, everybody loves her, and that's how she has been active and confident as well. So when I was saying the role beyond parenthood, right? We we decided to my wife and I we decided to join from the early set on various committees and advisory boards at our children's schools, hospitals. We got opportunities such as Parents Teacher Association, Parents Advisory Board, Patient and Family Advisory Board. And why was this important? Because we not only represented the voices for our own children, but for every children with additional needs in that school. That gave us a special voice as a parent for our children, of course, but also for all the other children who are going through the similar journey. We built key relationships with the school. The school saw us that we are contributing parents to their school programs, functions, and we do this by showing the school that we are ready to contribute to the entire school community and become a voice for all the ALN students. And by volunteering our extensive hours for all the areas where the school thinks we can add value and important. In Qatar, where we live in, we saw an opportunity to stand out and to stand out further because we all understand that our children have their own particular needs, accommodations at school. And in Qatar, we found that through these voices of PTAs, PABs, and PFACs, it was quite easy for school to listen to us and make these accommodations for our children. We built strong relationships through these journeys. We continue to add value, and they, most importantly, they continue to listen to us for whenever we have a requirement. Just to give you an example, our daughter's music class was on the second floor, which was quite a journey for my daughter to go upstairs. On our request, they moved the music room downstairs. That's just one of the example. We needed a special instructor for Microsoft certification to use Word Excel. The school on our request and the board arranged a special certification program for them. So these are just small accommodations, and it goes far more that they did that for our children out of the body of 700 children. This is my favorite slide. So when I say teaching for our children goes beyond academics and beyond classroom style, I am a firm believer of that because I really believe in the real world experience. We wanted Soha to be exposed to as many situations and experiences as possible. While at home and school, we understand that a rigid schedule and routine is necessary for them to function. However, with a proper structured routine, totally understandable. However, everything outside that domain, we kept pushing her boundaries. We kept exposing her to real life experiences. And that's how we also understood where, how further we can take the envelope up. So as you can see, like Soha continues to surprise us every single year. As you can see on the screen, she's on the front cover of the local newspaper as the safety ambassador at her school, wearing a seatbelt and showing other children how seatbelt is important. And then on the right, you will see giving a talk on a podcast to a local community channel. And on the left, really proud of that one. She was the star of a documentary, a TV documentary for a special needs show. So all of these things we never imagined beyond academics that she could do. But then we exposed her, we pushed her, we gave her chances for these situations, and then she thrived. And she learned and she thrived, and she also adjusted her communication skills according to that. So, as part of her school journey, right, we, a true believer of adaptive sports program here in Qatar, we have an amazing ecosystem of adaptive sports, and we try to integrate several of her therapies with different types of sports. She got her hippotherapy through horse riding, hydrotherapy through swimming program, occupational therapy through football, and she also built her social skills through game of baseball team. So I strongly, firmly encourage everybody to push their children with prader-willi to take up on adaptive sports over the course of many years. Soha has participated in many adaptive programs that actually integrates well within her routine, therapy programs, and also keeps her active, fit, and gives us a sense of purpose and belonging. And most importantly, it allows her to make her own network of friends and memories to cherish. Another key aspect for us has been traveling. We all love traveling, and we all have to travel for various reasons, visit the grandparents, for education, graduation, business trips. All of this excites her. And then this is where she learns a lot as well. Part of the agenda of the traveling actually comes from her, what excites her, what she wants to visit, what she wants to know. Whether it is seeing the downtown scenes that she has perhaps seen in movies or read in books, or going to universities with her parents for graduation, classes, and whatnot. Travel keeps my children curious, boosts their confidence level, prompts her to journal and document, and take photos and learn about new cultures. One amazing thing that Soha has become through is an accessibility advocate out of that. Every space that she explores in Qatar and outside while traveling, she makes comments on whether this would be accessible for a wheelchair user or not, comfortable for her autistic brother. We love that she's so conscious about all of these things. Even when we stay in Airbnb, she's quite active in identifying which Airbnb has what accommodations for accessibility needs. Volunteering is something beyond, in addition to what she does through adaptive sports and her academia. We encourage our children to experience volunteering together. You can see in the photo, she is part of a beach cleanup, a recycling drive, a charity bake sale. It keeps them active, provides a purpose, it makes them happy. And along the way, they make a lot of friendships and they understand the importance of giving back to the society. This not only gives them the confidence needed, but also nurtures their personality. Yeah, so this we try to make her learn about the world through entrepreneurship skills simply by taking them to the grocery store, letting them make their own list, make payments that will teach them how the world works. As you can see in the photo, she's visiting a paper recycling factory as part of her ASDAN certification, giving an interview at the local autism awareness event, and baking cookies for a charity drive. So this teaches a lot how the world works, how the economics works, and how the supply chain works. So key takeaways from our journey, our experiences with both of our children is I highly recommend all the parents to join as many advocacy advisory roles open at your children's school, local council, healthcare systems. This will give you a stronger voice, credibility, and it will make your accommodations much easier for your children. Partner, collaborate, and contribute. Add value in any way possible at your school, child school, and hospital local centers. And lastly, identify the core skills, identify the strengths, and identify what your children like and love to do. And you can take that and build and capitalize on in their daily activities and camps. Thank you so much once again for listening. Always great to connect with all the other parents, experts, academia. Thank you to IPSO. We are all in this together with some planning, a safe environment, and loving advocacy. Our children with PWS can and will belong and contribute and grow. Thank you so much.